My brother recently lost his mind. He is always walking up and down the streets of Tembisa. Now I heard he is walking with an empty coffin. No one could believe the boy was our breadwinner. I am sure he was one of the richest people in this continent. He has big companies across the world. Things suddenly changed when our mother died. Mom was ill for a very long time. She lost her mental health in 2005. But the illness was moderate. Unlike what our brother is doing, she could bath herself, wash her clothes, and do a lot of home economics. Now our brother is working with a coffin with a color same as that was on the... Hello viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in the show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listeners, you are feeling you have a story you want to share with someone. You don't have that person to share with. Don't be afraid, don't be shy. We are your relative. We will never disclose your information. If you want us to post anonymous, we'll do exactly as you tell us to do. So don't be shy, don't be afraid. Our WhatsApp number is +263 775 597 775. Or you can contact our PR Fidel Goch at his Gmail account, fidelgoch@gmail.com. Listeners, if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we upload. To those who have already subscribed, please check if you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any future uploads. Thank you so much for always supporting us. Let's go straight into the confessions. Yellow Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you post. My brother lost his mind after mom's death. Now he's walking in streets with a coffin. Most people are thinking he's a carpenter going to work, but that's not it. Back to the full story. I am a woman aged 40, married and have 3 kids. We were born 4 boys, 1 girl. This one, who is mentally ill, is the last born. Our parents favored him because of that. This gave him allowance to do whatever he wanted. At one point, he took my pen and our parents said, "Stay quiet, nothing will happen to you." A lot of things he did, but no action was taken against him. So the firstborn died when we were still kids and we couldn't even knew where he was buried by that time. As we grew up, we started going to work. Everyone was doing his own hustle, trying to make a living as an adult. That young brother went to town. We all stayed with our parents, going to local farms, doing pieceworks, going back home. That was our lifestyle. But the last born only is the one who went to town. We don't know what was happening there. He returned back home and said he wanted our parents to show him where was the grave of our big brother. Mom and dad said that was a very good thing he did, and they said he was acting like a man, acting in a good way than the other 2 brothers. So as a favored person, they went to the grave with him. Out of their knowledge, he returned to the grave and took the soil on that grave. He went back to the city. I don't know, or no one knows what he did with the soil, but it is allegedly said he went to another country with that soil so that a ritual was supposed to be done. Within few months, he returned back home, driving a brand new car. We heard that he was doing gold panning and it was making him a lot of money. By that time, he took one of the brothers and went with him to the mine. Until today, we have never saw him. That is the second born. We are still going from place to place, asking, but he is no longer unreachable. Asking, the young brother said, "Brother returned back to the village and I thought he is in the village, yet you are saying you are missing him. So, Dad and Mom, as people who always favored that boy, they chose to remain quiet and never take action against him. A lot of things he has been doing. By that year, one of those brothers went missing. He opened a very big restaurant. His business is one of the biggest. So all these years, he has been doing weird things. At this point, we were at home about to celebrate the festive season. I was with my firstborn only. My parent was online. And the next morning, I woke up and checked at the line. I saw it missing. The pen and the bra were missing. But my daughter saw the things in my brother's bag. That last born, he accompanied us at that Christmas party. I scolded him, but my parents said, "Stop what you are doing. You are about to make us angry. Leave it alone. Nothing will happen to you." So this man was now a well-known person across the country. Sometime last year, our father died. The same thing, he took the soil on father's grave. I tried to tell my mother and other uncles who were at the funeral, this is not good what our young brother has done. And they said, remain quiet. Remaining 3 of us, me, him, and the other brother. That other brother is now heading the family as the remaining oldest son. You favor him because this last born do a lot for him to silence him so that he can do whatever he wants. So some other time this year, I went to a traditional healer and asked him, what could be my problem? All my children are disabled, yet at our family there is no one disabled. At my husband's family there is no one disabled. We went for DNA tests. They are his children. And I asked the Sangoma, and the Sangoma said, there is a brother of yours who is using dark magic against your family. You are one of the people who you don't want to see because you want to take action against him. So to counter attack you, he will let you have these disabled children so that you won't take action against him, but you'll be always fighting for the life of your children. As I speak now, my children are all ill. No one is okay. They are always on napkins and pampers. It's so yet. But there is this person. So after I visited the Sangoma, he gave me a charm and said, go and wash your children with the charm. Let your husband and you wash your bodies with it. We did it. And after we did such a thing, this brother of mine turned mentally ill. Last week I heard that he is walking in the streets with a coffin and a cross. The explanation of the person who told me the coffin is in the same color which was at the coffin we buried our mother with. So there is something fish here, but my question is only, if a person is mentally ill, does he or she demonstrate what or the dark magic he touched to be mentally ill, or what the person who is letting him mentally ill do in his or her hustle? Because this is what my brother is now doing. He is walking with a coffin. Some people thought and think he is a carpenter going to work, but that's not it. He is mentally ill and he is very dangerous. He is putting children into that coffin. So be aware of this man. He is my brother. That's my confession. We are still looking for him so that maybe we can take... Yellow uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I am a Zimbabwean lady who came to South Africa to seek for a job so that I can take care of my family. I was married, but I broke up with the husband. He went out of the country and left me without no one to care of the children. My parents said I should start my own house. They chased me away, and there was nothing I could do besides talking to my sister so that she can be with the children whilst I'm going to South Africa to look for a job. So coming here, we didn't cross over the border. We come here via the forest. You know, some of us will be not having passports. So I crossed. After I crossed, this is the thing which happened to me in that forest. I was raped by the people who pretended to be as good people at the clean area. They said they were going to help us cross because there might be dangerous animals which can attack us. Even thugs or thieves were afraid of such. We agreed to cross with the men, me and my friend. The men were 6 of them. They raped us, changing us over that night. Crossed to South Africa and brought the things I was going to sell in Zimbabwe because there was no jobs in South Africa. I only worked for a month, brought the assets and went back to Zimbabwe to start a small business. But when I returned to Zimbabwe, I realized I was pregnant. Even my friend said she was pregnant. Now we have those babies. There is this thing which is happening in my dreams. I dreamed the incident when I was being raped, and there are these men who are always coming to my dreams. The men are very old. They are saying, bring the son of our dynasty. I don't know what does this mean, but I'm suspecting it's the ancestors of this born baby who was born after the rape incident. So this is the thing which is affecting me, troubling me. I don't know what to do with the child. I don't know the father. I don't have any clue. Why should I do? What does I don't know. Ask for me to your fans. I will be reading comments. Even long comments won't be a very big deal. I'll read. Please help me, assist me. Yellow brother, this is not a confession but a request to your fans. I am a student girl aged 20 years this year. I will be doing my second year. Please help me out. I need someone who can take care of me. If it's a family or a person who is in need of a child, I know I am not a child anymore, but I really need some assistance. I am studying towards a degree which I don't like at all, but poverty, lack of knowledge, and desperation forced me to end up taking everything that I was given without looking at it in long run. I passed my matric, which is grade 12, in 2021, and I managed to obtain a bachelor pass, but unfortunately I did not pass as I wanted or aimed. I failed mathematics, and my brother and I can't do what I wanted to do. When I asked my parents at least if I should rewrite it for 6 months, but they denied me that opportunity. This was the only request I wanted from them, to support me for that 6 months, but they couldn't. Now, me and my mother are no longer in good books at all because of favoritism. I tried to speak to her, but she doesn't want me to know more, not just because I had done something bad or her. The struggle I'm facing right now is too much for me. I got nobody, and even at home, I'm not welcomed. Even if I try to raise some money during school holidays and come back, even my own siblings have turned against me. This is such a burden. All I'm requesting is there someone who can help me or even send me back to high school. I owe him or her my own. The next confessions are strictly for the people above the age of 18. All viewers below the age are advised not to watch or listen. If you're sitting next to those people you can't see with such content, please, you can excuse each other. Please keep me anonymous. This is my confession. Please publish it for me. Hide my identity and notify me when you post. I am currently dating a guy who has been pastoring me for almost 2 years, and we have been dating for 3 months now. We go to the same church, so we know each other. Before we started dating, I knew him to like girls, but however, I accepted to be his girlfriend. He really showed me that he loves me, ending his relationships, gave me all his attention, and made his plans known to everyone, both at church and his family, that he wants to marry me. He told me everything he had done previously, the multiple sex and abortions. He made his flaws known to me. He treats me like a princess, I must admit. He told me he had hidden stuff on his phone and pastoring him to show it to me. He did, and it was his sex videos with woman and naked woman he had sex with before me. However, I wasn't bored, but I told him to delete it. The next day, I asked him to delete them, but he said he won't, and that is hard and been there before he met me, and that is not my concern. I got pissed and ended the convo. He called several, but there wasn't an answer. He apologized and told me he's going to delete it and that he really loves me. One thing is that anytime he apologizes, he does it like he doesn't know you are hurt with. I'm sorry if you are hurt. It pissed me off. However, I am really feeling insecure now. I'm still angry. Is it right for me to feel that way? I really love him so much. Please let me know when you post.